have plans to expand this coop and put a new one here. This is an 8x8 garden box that I hardly ever use. There is some corn in here right now and one squash. But other than that, this box hardly ever gets touched if you can't tell. And I could fit up to 64 quail in here. This can fit up to 36. My plan is to make this a walk-in coop, so it's going to be about 6 feet in height. I'm choosing to go high instead of low like the current coop that I have. I think it would just be a little too difficult if this was about 2 feet in height for me to be able to get in and where I need to and collect all the eggs since I have so much room here. In case if you didn't know, quail should have a coop that's either 2 feet and below, like the one that I currently have, or 6 feet and higher. And the reason for those specific height requirements is because quail spook very easily, and when they spook, they jump. Quail can actually jump up to 5 feet in the air, and they jump with a lot of force. So when they jump, if the coop is between 2 and 6 feet in height, they can actually break their little necks on the top of the coop, and we don't want that to happen. Quail need at least 12 hours of sunlight a day to lay their eggs, so I am thinking I'm gonna leave all of these sides open, kind of like how my coop is right now. I'm gonna do the hardwire mesh, and I think that for the roof of the coop, I'm gonna do recycled windows. That way they have a sunroof and there's sun all around the entire time. I'm going to choose to leave the bottom dirt and plants. That way they can get some natural enrichment. I think they're going to be really happy with that. Although I think I'm going to take about 3 feet of this space and I'm going to have that covered in wood planks. And that will be their nesting area. So I'm going to have nesting boxes all there for them so they can go ahead and lay their eggs. Although I do know sometimes their eggs are going to wind up in the rest of the coop. A lot of people told me before I got quail that they would not use their nesting boxes to lay eggs. However, my quail, majority of them lay in their nesting box. They love their nesting box. I'll have the door right here. And I think I'll put a couple of stepping stones in here as well, just to make it a little easier for me to get around while I'm checking for eggs and doing some cleaning. The nesting boxes are also going to provide some shade for them, just in case if it gets too hot in those summer months, they need some shade, like kind of how they have right here. They have a little sun roof right here, so they can sunbathe and also get some rain if they ever want to while it's raining. But then they also have a shaded portion to keep them a little cool. Overall, I think this is going to be great for them. I think they'll be much happier in there than they are in here, although right now they are very happy. I just always want to do better for them, and this was the very first coop that I've ever had. It was built by my neighbor. So thankful for him for doing this for us. But I do think it is time for an upgrade. For example, I want to do away with this hardware wire on the bottom. It's not the best for their feet. However, in moderation, it is okay, and we do have it in moderation. As you can see, I've got a couple of different bottoms to the cage. I have sticks here for them to rest on. I have a large bucket, 2 buckets here, and then I use a large tray for their food so they're not standing directly on the wire while they're eating. And then their hutch inside is just wood with wood shavings. Stay tuned. I'm going to make this a whole project.